Which one are we looking at?
I forget how to go live.
Which one are we looking at?
I
These
forget.
are way farther apart.
Well, which one do you want to look at? We are back. Breakfast with the Browns. I don't know which screen to look at. This is Facebook. We've got Instagram going. I think I'm just going to focus on Instagram. Hold on, guys. 1 second. We haven't done this in a while, so please just bear with us.
I told you.
Take the lead, Philip.
This is your show here. I'm just in it
Is that better?
because I have to be. That's better.
Okay. All right. So now we gave you guys time to get, on our live. Oh my gosh, already 5 viewers. Everyone's been waiting for this. Cheers. We didn't lose our mugs in the move. I mean, these came with us to like 10 different houses and we still have the mugs. Okay, so it's been a while. I think the last Breakfast with the Browns we did was in, April? In our first Airbnb.
Yeah.
We were in Warrenton, just staying. I think we were outside, remember, in Kinley and
The
Skylar.
fire pit.
Yeah. So that was our first Airbnb of the summer, and right when COVID first went down, we were in for a real treat for the rest of our summer. And we're finally in our house. So what happened? We sold our house and then we lived in how many places?
So we did first Airbnb, went to Florida for a month, tried to go for 2 months, only lasted 1 month.
I had a
Work got
breakdown.
busy. Courtney had a meltdown. Real estate market went crazy.
Yeah, we were doing virtual stuff, which was great, but then it was just, we thought, who would want to buy a house during the pandemic? Well, everyone. So we had to come back from Florida as soon as possible. And so then, sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah.
Per the usual. Go ahead.
We were in another
Composer.
Airbnb. Oh my God, this is what I deal with. We were in another Airbnb all of June and July in Gainesville, and then finally got into our house.
Well, no, luckily, and then we lived
July.
with friends in their basement as well. I mean, it's the best. And then we lived with 2 different friends in their basement for like 2-week periods. It's great with kids, but at least now we can advise our clients.
On how bad of a double move it is.
Not
If
a
you have to go
double
10
move. I would
houses-
say like a 7
Well,
place
yeah,
move.
yeah.
It would have been fine if we would have moved and then stayed in one place. But the place that we chose was 1,000 square feet, and then COVID happened and our kids were at a daycare and we were both trying to work. It was just, Philip was making calls outside in the grass, like walking around. It wasn't good. Kristen said, "Why did you have a meltdown in Florida?"
Yeah,
Well,
why did you have a meltdown in Florida?
so I had a meltdown in Florida because, Philip left me in Florida during COVID. He went back to Northern Virginia to work, and I was left with the kids in this house, and everything was closed, and I just couldn't handle it, I guess. And then I thought I had COVID. I was just anxiety, I guess. But we're all back here. We're moved into our forever home, and it's amazing.
It's all worth it.
It is so
now
worth
that it's
it.
done, it's all worth it.
Yeah, it's actually, we're so grateful.
Yeah.
We stayed in Brookside, our favorite community, and yeah.
What's
Okay.
next on the itinerary?
Well,
We're rusty. Breakfast at the Browns. It's been a while.
what do you want to talk about?
I've got nothing to talk about.
Well, I know virtual learning just started for a lot of our friends. Luckily, not us. I actually feel super grateful that both of our kids are not in school yet. But we have so many friends that are trying to work full time and teach their kids now. So, more power to you. And if you need anything, let me know. Like, I can deliver coffee. I don't know how people are doing that. I just don't know how it's going to work. But yeah, we're grateful for that. And then, you want to talk about... So we have questions that people asked us. That's for the end. That's my favorite part. And then Philip's going to talk about the market really quick. What's going on with real estate? Because it has been crazy couple of months.
Yeah, so really kind of not when anyone was expecting to happen since March. real estate market's really just kind of been on fire for a couple reasons. One, there's been super shortage in inventory. It's very much a seller's market right now. And two is the great interest rates. All pretty much all loan types right around 3% or below. So it's really caused kind of a firestorm in the real estate market. Just some quick Q2 stats that we have for the Northern Virginia area. A couple of the different areas. Fauquier County is up 10% year over year on average sales price. Currently, there's only a 2-month supply of housing. So any market you're looking in, if you look at the 1 full month or what's currently active in the market and what's sold in the previous month, you divide the active by the sold, and that gets you your inventory for that area. Anything below 4 to 5 months of inventory is considered a major seller's market. Well, in our Northern Virginia area, everything is at 2 or below. So it's a heavy seller's market. So it's a great time for sellers. On the flip side, it's still a great time for buyers because of where the rates are. I feel like I'm watching Moana. I don't know which eye to look at.
Wait, what did you say, Moana?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Such a kid's
People
reference.
relate everything to a kid's movie. But no, yeah. I think
Prince William County's up 7% year over year. They've got less than a month of inventory in that county. Fairfax County is up 5% year over year with just over a month's supply. Loudoun County up 4% year over year with just over a month's supply as well. So major seller's market, very, very low inventory on the market right now. All our listings are currently under contract. Just nothing's lasting on the market more than 7 to 10 days currently in the way this market's moving.
we need more listing, guys, because we have buyers, and it's so tough for buyers. But if you can capitalize, like, it just may take a few houses that you're going to try as a buyer. So it's hard delivering bad news to some buyers, but every house has about 5+ contracts on it right now. So if you can win one, you're going to be in great shape because the rates are so good. But yeah, it's just we need some more listings.
Yeah.
We got some that we're prepping, so we'll keep you guys updated on that. Is that all you got for
That's
the
all
real
I had for
estate
the
talk?
market update.
Yeah.
Fast and
Again, we're
breezy.
a little rusty here. How's your rental property going?
Oh, that's a good
Oh
question. So
yeah.
rental
Oh my God, we
property's
just
great.
checked on it. Yeah, you can
We
go.
just went down to the rental property yesterday, did a quarterly inspection. We have an awesome tenant,
Oh, she's amazing. I was nervous.
single military individual. She takes great care of the place, which isn't always the case. Always on time with rent.
Yeah.
No issues yet. A couple things for us to take care of as the landlords, but awesome tenant.
She never calls
It's
us
really
with
been
any
great.
issues.
Really been
yeah.
great so far. So she actually just extended for another 2 years till 2023, which is awesome. So we're excited for that.
And now we're on the hunt for our next investment. So if anyone knows of anything, I'm trying to convince Philip to buy a beach house, but he wants something else.
It's just tough because that's another thing that we're seeing kind of on a national scale is people are starting to look farther away from the towns and cities and at places to get away. So beach markets, mountain
Second
houses,
second home markets are
market
up really.
is hot right now.
Yeah,
so
because rates
it's
are
tough.
so good.
It's tough to find something.
Okay, so to end this, because we're a little rusty here, but we're going to try to do this every week. I mean, I shouldn't say that. We're not going to try. We are going to do this every week. But
Courtney is going to do this every week.
I forgot how much I like this.
Courtney will be here every week for you guys.
No, you are so active participant in this.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so I earlier this week I said if she needs a roommate, I'm trying to offload some of those kids. Courtney, thank you. We'll let you know. So earlier this week, I asked Instagram and Facebook that you could ask us anything and we'll answer your questions here. So we have a variety of questions, and so we'll just start from the top. So someone asked, what's your favorite binge-worthy show right now? And we honestly don't watch that much TV. But when I find a show that I like, I have to watch it until it's over. Like, I was so obsessed. I never stay up past like 9 or 10. And there was a few times where my days were getting ruined because I was up till midnight watching Yellowstone. Wouldn't you? It's the best.
We just watched all
3 seasons.
All 3 seasons in about 2.5 weeks. It's awesome. Classic Kevin Costner.
I don't usually like a Western.
It's like Sopranos out west kind of
Yeah.
style.
Beth-
Mob style out in the middle of the Yellowstone.
I don't
It's
know.
an awesome
Yeah.
show.
And Beth is the best character there is. She
I
should win
can't
an
believe
award.
that girl never won anything for that role.
Yeah.
That was the craziest.
Well, it's still
Craziest
it's about to
character.
be back next year. There's
Yeah.
got to be a 4th season. So yeah. So Yellowstone, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Movie theaters are closed, guys. Spend money, buy the season on Amazon. If you don't have whatever, I don't know what the
It's
network
on Paramount Network. We don't have.
is. We don't
that.
have Paramount, so
All right, your turn.
okay.
How do you stay so positive all the time?
That wasn't just directed at me.
You're so positive all
I
the
mean,
time.
you're lucky. I am not positive all the time. I think I just try to be pretty self-aware, so I can feel when I'm in a negative spot, and then I know things that I need to do to get back to my positive space. So for me, that would be working out, drinking enough water, eating correctly, making sure I'm reading. Reading's huge for me. That's like the only time where I think I can really disconnect is when I'm reading a good book, or it doesn't even have to be like self-development or business related. Even just like a good, story it's just good to disconnect. What are you laughing at?
Mitch.
What's Mitch saying?
Was that a dress shirt? Yeah, I haven't put one on in a few months. It's
I
weird.
know. I'm actually like dressed and wearing makeup. Who
Yeah.
wants to meet me for lunch? So no, I mean, how do you stay positive?
No, I think it's the same thing you said. It's more morning routine. Oh, and people directing me what to do. That's how I stay positive.
Focus.
Morning
What are you doing
routine.
positive?
Morning and daily routine. Keeping some structure in the day with 2 kids. It flies off the handle quick. So having a daily structure is, I think, important to me and staying grounded.
Yeah, and one more thing to note on that, I also think it's like just don't take life too seriously, because things are gonna happen that are negative for everyone, and it's just like if you dwell on it, then your life's gonna be negative. But if you just let it go and focus on the positives or what you're grateful for, then your day is gonna drastically change. So it's just like choose not to take it too seriously. Better things are to come. Okay, next question. I'm interested in becoming a realtor. What do I need to know? So it's an amazing, fulfilling career, but it's just not what you would see on TV, and it's not what you expect.
Yeah, Courtney asked, do we watch the reality realty shows? She does.
No, I usually don't.
I've looked at them. It's not the real.
It's
It's nothing like those shows.
I like to watch it for the drama, and honestly, I just can't even fathom that they're trying to say that that's what real estate is. I think that some of them aren't even real estate agents. I think that they just hire them to like make drama. But it gets me to watch them. I started watching Selling Sunset, and then there's another one on Netflix, $1 Million Beach House. I think that's the worst. Don't watch that. I just think what you need to know is it's not a part-time career. Some people make it part-time, but I would say that would not be my advice. It's not something that you can do with your children, just like staying
On
at
the
home
side.
on the side. If you want to be successful, you've got to treat it like a job. You have to manage your own time. Both of our kids are in daycare because we make this a career. But it also is amazing because there's no ceiling, so you manage yourself. What you put in, you take out. Yeah.
I would just add on that. If it's something you're interested in, find a good mentor. We were lucky enough to have great mentors when we first got into it, and I think that's what really propelled our careers.
Yeah.
What's
Jordan
next?
said- Oh, sorry. What's the best thing about your job and the worst thing? So the best thing I would say for me is the flexibility of it. It's not really flexible, but I don't mind working super hard as long as I feel somewhat in control. So we could turn down appointments. We could rearrange things if we wanted. It's not like we have a boss really telling us what to do. We are our own bosses. So I think that is, I see that as like a huge benefit. And again, like I said, what you put in, you take out. One of the worst things is for me is going off other people's schedules or the schedule of the market. So right now, because the market is such a seller's market and things are moving so fast, when something is listed, we literally have to drop everything and show our buyers. It doesn't matter what we have planned, because if we don't meet our buyers, they're gonna miss out on that house.
Yeah, in this market.
In this market. So it's like, it's not always like that, but right now that's what it is. Philip's sitting down to dinner with us and a house comes on the market and we see that it would fit our clients, he's leaving dinner. That's just what it is right now. It's not always gonna be like that, but you know, that you just go off other people's schedules a lot in the market.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you say. I'd say the worst for me, just recency, is the ever having to deliver bad news. So giving bad news to clients one way or the other is just probably the worst part of the job. So right now it's been, if buyers miss out on contracts, which is common right now in this market.
Yeah, there's a lot of cash offers. I mean, there's a lot of people waiving appraisals, home inspections. So if clients aren't ready for that, then unfortunately they're going to miss out sometimes.
Yeah.
And Philip's not, he hates that. He takes it to his heart.
Yeah.
Okay, how did your girls handle the move?
I'd say they did good. They got a little crazy there in Airbnb number 5, but
Yeah, I think it was tough on them, to be honest. Like, just moving them around so many times. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal because I don't mind change. But when you throw a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old in that situation, I think that they did a great job for how old they were and what it was. But there was definitely a lot of being overly tired. I think they missed structure. There was temper tantrums. I felt a lot of mom guilt during that, not gonna lie. It actually, I think they handled it better than I did.
I agree with that. You missed that one.
Oh yeah, what are your thoughts and options on selling high and buying high? So good question for
That's
you.
a good question. So yeah, right now it's, like we said, it's a seller's market. So if you're making that move, it's great as a seller, but then where are you going? So if you're staying in the same area and you're selling and buying, it's kind of a wash because you're going to do really well on your sale, but you're going to have to give up some things on that purchase. And it's kind of a sliding scale. So if you had sold a year ago, yeah, you're not going to get as much for your house, but you're also going to be able to purchase something for less than you'd be purchasing it for now. So I think it's kind of it's still a great time to sell and buy because of how low the rates are. So your buying power is a lot higher in what you can afford. But yeah, don't think you're gonna do something incredible in your sale and save all this money or make all this money, because if you're staying in the area and you're not doing a move down or anything like that, then it's kind of a wash in terms of selling high and buying high.
But it's all, I mean, yeah, if you have questions about your specific situation, you know, we'd be happy to answer any questions, because there are times where, you know, maybe you don't want to go for that one home that has 20 plus offers that you just shouldn't fight for it at that point. But we can answer any specific questions. John says, when will you make a purchase on the Outer Banks? So Philip has cousins and they live in the Outer Banks, and we love Duck. We go every year to Duck, and I'm definitely pushing for a beach house eventually, no time soon.
Courtney's looking all the time, so
2-year max, 2-year goal. It's a goal.
It's a goal, yeah. It's a goal.
Yeah.
Good idea.
How
Carol Butler,
much?
home tour.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not ready for
We're
that
not
right
doing a
now.
home tour, guys.
Maybe next week. Next week, breakfast with the Browns.
We'll give them a tour of the kitchen right now.
Yeah.
After Philip makes breakfast. Kitchen's a disaster. How much can Philip bench press?
Who asked that?
Donald.
Donald Hart. I can bench press you, Donald Hart.
You love answering these questions.
What made you both decide to get into real estate together? Who was the realtor first?
You got it, babe.
Okay. Courtney was the realtor first. She joined a really successful husband and wife team in Gainesville. and just progressed with them. First, she was doing a lot of marketing and administrative work for them, and progressed into a buyer's agent role. And a couple of years into it, we didn't have any kids, didn't have much financial overhead. She was doing really well with it, so I decided to get my license and join and see how it went, see where it took us, and that's where we are
Here
today.
we are.
5.5 years for me, 7 years for you. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm almost 8. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it was a great, jump because we didn't have kids, and I'm glad we risked it. It was hard, but we did it. Okay, when looking for a new home, what, in your opinion, are the top 3 things to look for? So my top 3 are lot, because you can't change that. Neighborhood, you can't change that. And layout, because you can always do things to your home, like updates. Like you can change the kitchen, you can change bathrooms, you can change those things and improve them over time, but you can't change the lot, neighborhood. And the layout you essentially could a little bit, but it can get really costly if you start to drastically change the layout too much. So I think that those are the 3 main things to focus on.
So lot, neighborhood, layout.
Yep.
What are your favorite cheat day meals and snacks? Cheat day, like we follow some strict.
We're super regimented over here. We strive to be regimented and we have goals in place, but last night, we fell off.
Last night
we
was
actually
ice
both
cream.
did our cheat day last night. So what's your
I had
favorite?
ice cream.
Philip's favorite is ice
Mine is
cream,
any type of ice
100%. And mine is cookies and milk. Like I love buying the cookies and I cook them in the oven and I've got to dip them in milk. That's my favorite. Yeah, and Starbucks, but that's
not a cheat day. That's just Courtney's life.
not gonna lie, this coffee I'm drinking is from the coffee shop down the street. I poured it in this mug. Okay. Wait. So Mitch says, how can it be breakfast if intermittent fasting is happening?
Coffee. Coffee's allowed.
Phil drinks it
intermittent
black.
fasting. Black, nothing added.
Okay, one more question before our last one. You all are the best.
I didn't
I guess I don't need to read that part.
read the whole thing. You all are the best.
And I love you guys.
But what are the challenges you all have working together? Oof.
I'll let Philip
It's
answer
a whole
this.
nother episode. You got another hour? No, it's
I think it's been good lately.
so it's all about finding your roles, communication, and having separate
Therapy.
spaces. Yeah, a good relationship therapist. One of the things that works for us is when we go to appointments, 90% of the time we drive separate just because we're together all the time in our office, going over everything we're doing together. So to get some alone time, get some podcast time, if we're going to appointments, we a lot of times drive separate, which people think is strange, but it's
I love
something
that
we
one.
found that works for us.
Yeah, I think it's just like figuring out what works for each other and, communication is huge and not getting your ego hurt during things. And yeah, I think a relationship therapist helped. That helped a lot. And I think this year overall has been the best for us flow wise. I mean, we always work good together. I would say like we get the job done, right? Like we do a good job, but personally, I think it's been really good this year. Our roles are just way more defined.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just getting along so well.
So well, all the time. I forgot to grab it. Courtney's question.
Oh no, I got it.
No,
No.
can you bring back?
Oh, where is it?
It's upstairs.
Oh my god.
Next week, Courtney, Nat's jacket will be back.
So Courtney said, can Philip bring back the Lucky Nats shirt so maybe they can start sucking a little less ass? I mean, I feel like this is a grown-up show.
Yeah.
We can say that.
Yeah.
So, but the kids are home,
Yeah.
virtual learning.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Philip has it. I told him to grab it, but he only listens part of the time to me. So he has it. He'll bring it back, Court. I think that's all our questions. This was fun. Let's see. Mitch says, what are easy home improvements to help sell a home?
Get someone to cut your grass for you. Make sure it's fertilized.
We know, Mitch. This is a joke. No, what are some easy home improvements? We weren't prepped on this.
Quick things to improve. Updating bathrooms, changing out light fixtures and mirrors is easy.
Super
Something
easy.
that
Painting
everyone can do.
cabinets.
Painting cabinets.
Kitchen, of course, like cabinets, knobs, that kind of thing. Like painting cabinets, not changing the cabinets. Those are expensive. And I think just keeping your exterior, power washed, fresh landscaping. Well, I mean, I just
So now
think
you're
about-
talking directly to Mitch.
Oh no, I was talking to you. You and Mitch. Hey Mitch, Philip will help you power wash your house and then you can come to us, our house.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So tune in next week. We'll be here.
Or not.
Don't know
We
what
don't know.
day yet. I'll let you guys know today. But yeah, this was fun. And let us know if you have any other questions. If you think we should do the question segment again. So yeah. One last cheers. We need to have like an ending to this or something. Do you have anything to say?
No. Good job.
Who thinks I
See you
talk
next-
too much?
See Courtney next week.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna be back. We don't know how to end it again.